Hey guys, it's Dragofish here, and today I'm going to be making another YouTube video for you guys. And this video will be dedicated to that redstone series. So today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be basing this all off of the redstone. So let's get straight into it. In the previous episode, I showed you guys the basics of redstone. So today, I'm going to show you some more advanced devices that you can use to really help out. And I got a couple of them here. I'll just show you them all in the distance. Now then, the first device, I think I might want to go over some simple redstone devices here. Or simple redstone concepts, more precisely. Let's just grab some stuff here. So, let's say you want to turn two redstone signals into a single redstone signal. And you have to turn both of them on to turn on one. To do that, you place like two on top, like so. And then on one side, you place one here. The two redstone signals will go simultaneously on these sides here, right? And then you have your levers connected to them or whatever. And now here you have your redstone connecting to both of them, and you have your redstone going here. So basically how this works, if you flick one lever here, it will turn off this torch, but this torch is still on. And because this torch is powering this redstone, it will leave this redstone torch off. When they are both on, there is no power on this redstone, and this will be able to activate. So that's this basic device. Now let's move on to something I like to call the pulse emitter. And the pulse emitter is a pretty cool device. So of course, to start off, it's really simple, okay? You want to have two redstones like this, and you're going to have two like this. Then, you want to have a piston here, and this redstone here. Now then, what this device does, you want to set one of them bigger than the other, like so. And of course, you have your redstone signal to it. It could be a lever or a button or whatever. But when you press this, it makes a perfect one-tick signal. The way that would be really useful is with this other device right here. This device is the standard really quick device. If you use a lever or redstone torch, you might be able to get it running or whatever. That's pretty fast. But of course, it's really hard to do it manually, especially if it breaks. So what I recommend is that you use a pulse emitter. So I'm going to make the same device on the back here. So if you use a pulse emitter, like so, and you connect it straight towards it, you can do this. A perfect one-tick signal. Now then, that's pretty cool, right? Now, another thing you do, with this signal, you can have a piston going right here, well, right here, onto this block, and this piston must be powered in order for the signal to go in a full circle. So that's another thing you can do to make this signal work. Now, of course, there are other devices you can use to move really quickly, so let's say you want to do something really fast. Well, here's one. You place 3 redstone here, 3 redstone torches here, and this is something I use a lot, because it's so effective. The torches power the redstone, but the redstone that's powered turns off the redstone torches. If you did this with only one, you'll find out that the redstone torch will burn out over time, like so, you see? It will burn out. With this, there are 3 redstone torches that will constantly work itself. So that's something really cool to note. Now guys, another thing here, with a redstone comparator and redstone and a lever or whatever, this one's much simpler, but here's the thing, okay? So you have this here. That's all you have to do. It moves so quickly, but the thing is, it's so fast that it does not update, which means it will not work unless you have a repeater. If you have a repeater, then you can make the redstone signal basically work in some sort of way. Well, actually, I think it might be too fast. I think it only works on multiplayer or something. Of course, this is not really popular for me because I don't see it being too useful. It's a bit too quick, in my opinion. So let's see, any other devices that might be simple. Let me just look over here. Oh yeah. The introduction of slime blocks are pretty interesting. So slime blocks, if you didn't know, are a block that, let's say you have a sticky piston here, like so. Now, this slime block here, whenever you power this piston, the slime block will pull that, right? Now then, as you can see here, the slime block will pull other things that are stuck to it. However, if there is a block here, well actually I'll cover this in a different video, that's all about pistons. This is moved straight on to other simple devices. But yeah, this other device here is very simple. All you need is basically 2 slime blocks and a redstone block and such. And of course, when you power it, of course, it will constantly do this. And you can just wire your redstone on the bottom here. And of course, this is very quick and it's very effective. So there's any other devices here. Of course, I already covered these topics in the last video. I covered this already. Oh yeah, this thing is really cool. See, right here, you just have one piston with a block. It has to be a sticky piston. Basically, when you flick this lever, it'll power this piston, but this block will cover the redstone. Now then, as you can see here, it is very fast, and you can actually time it even more by using repeaters, like this. So let's see, if we switch this block out, like so, it will time itself even slower and slower. So then, let me just enhance this video a bit more. Okay. Of course, the torch staircases were covered last video. This is how you make when it goes down. It's a bit more not as resource friendly, but it still works. You also covered that in the last video. The pulse emitter. This thing is really interesting. This is a T flip-flop. So let me just show you how this thing works. You basically want to make a shape like this. You have 2 redstones on top, and you have 2 redstone torches on each side. What you want to do, you want to place one sticky piston that way and one sticky piston this way. From here, you place a redstone torch here and here. Now, every single time this gets powered, not by a lever but by a button type signal, or a pulse kind of signal, it will switch the block placement, and you can use this with a redstone torch underneath to power stuff. It'll basically turn buttons into levers. So that's a really good converting device you can use. Let's see, any other devices I need to cover? Of course, cobblestone generators and stone generators are very simple. I don't think I need to explain those. As you can see, we're kind of covering a lot. I don't know what any other devices I need to cover. I think for the remainder of this video, I'm just gonna cover the redstone devices I did not go over in the last video. So let's just move on to dispensers. Dispensers, I remember I already explained that. Sorry about that. Daylight sensors here. The redstone signal is on, and then it's yeah, I don't even know what to do anymore here. Okay. So you have trapped chests and hoppers. I'll just explain those real quick. So a trapped chest is different from a redstone chest. As you can see here, you have redstone here, and this is really helpful for if you're trying to find out whether there's a trap or not. As you can see, a redstone chest will make a redstone signal whenever you look in it. If you look in the corner right over there, you can see the redstone signal just turns on when I look inside of this one. But this one does not make the same signal unless you have a comparator. Or actually, a comparator detects the blocks that are inside of it. Now, a hopper is really useful because hoppers can basically, they pick up stuff like this. Oh, like this, see? You throw it on top and it's inside. But you can make hoppers go into other hoppers or even chests. And basically what this will do, it'll just put the stuff in. Droppers also do the same thing. Droppers, when they're activated, they'll put stuff in the other containers. It is especially useful when you're trying to make reverse hoppers that go straight up. So that's pretty useful. Let's see, anything else here I need to go over? Redstone lamps are a redstone lighting signal. Basically, it's a light that can be toggled using redstone. Now, I'm just gonna go over these two, the weighted pressure plates. I think weighted pressure plates are broken at the moment. Let's see, this one detects the amount of items. So let's see, if we get about like 2 stacks here, we throw 1 there, we throw 2, it should increase. If you throw 1 on this, and you put 2, hold on. Put an entire stack, if you just put another one. Yeah, as you can see, it only does a 1 signal. It will not increase at all. Unless it's like different kinds of blocks, maybe? Yeah. Weighted pressure plates are still under construction inside the new updates and everything, so I don't think this will be used too often. Anything else I need to go over here? I'll just go over minecart power. So, regular rails, everyone knows what these do. These make minecarts move faster, or basically makes them move. And of course this, when there's a minecart passes over, it makes a redstone signal, and this of course activates stuff. So if you have TNT on top, it will ignite it and make it explode. I think that's the only reason why I'd ever use that. Anything else here? I think it's basically all there is to cover with redstone as far as I know. So I hope this video helped out a lot. Now that you guys know some tricks you can use, hopefully your redstone devices will be better. And in the next video, I will be covering pistons and what you can do with pistons and their mystical abilities to make things move. Especially with the addition of slime blocks. I will teach you the advanced details of redstone in that video. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.